Hi developers, I'm Hosam Dilai, Microsoft MVP. In this video, we'll learn how to develop a Xamarin Forms application that displays a search page. The application that we want to build today is this following one. So here, the user can type a keyword in the search bar, and whenever he's typing, he gets a list of suggestions. That list is updated and each time he updates his keyword. After that, when he chooses an item, that item will be added to the main list for his items. So let's learn how to develop this application using Xamarin Studio. Here I'm running Xamarin Studio on Mac, but you can also develop this same application using Visual Studio on Windows. I start by creating a new Xamarin Forms application by going to Multi-Platform App, Forms App, then hit Next, give our application a name, let's call it Search Demo. And you keep those parameters as default. Hit Next, Create. Once the project is created, we'll go to the Search Demo page and open it with the XAML viewer so that we can get this overview for the Android and for the iOS application. And from here we'll go and add our search view or our search bar that we will call it here x.name equal colors search bar. You see it's added here with this nice icon. To the search bar, we will add now a list view to display the list of the suggestions. We'll call that x.name equal suggestions list view. You see that now it only displays the suggestions list view and doesn't display the search bar because the content page does only show one item inside of it. So we can put both the search bar and the list view inside a stack layout with orientation equal vertical. Then we close the stack layout after the search view. Now you see it's displaying the search bar with the list view below it. And each time the user types a text inside the search bar, then clicks search, we want to display the list or this list of suggestions inside this list view. For that, we need to fire an event inside the search view, and that's search button pressed. So we'll use this event handler. Here, don't forget, or actually let's paste that here. This is the event we'll be using. And here, don't forget to close this quotes. From here, we'll get what the user have typed. We'll call that the keyword, and we can get that through our colors search bar dot text. We get that keyword. Now we need to search that keyword inside our list of items. For that, I'll go and create a simple list of colors, which is gonna be a list of string. We call it colors equal new our list of string. I'll add some simple data here so we can fetch through this list of data. And now we'll get our suggestions by searching inside this list of colors. So the simplest way to do that is by calling colors.where, and here I'll use the link expressions to search inside that list view, and where have this following syntax. Here I'm typing the name of the item inside that list, so it's like doing for each C in colors. Here the C will be the color. You see its type is of type string, which is the same type as the items inside the colors list. For the C now I'll put my condition, which will be the color that contains the keyword. So now it will return all the colors that contains the keyword inside of it. There is some other syntax for doing this, so I can say from C in colors where, then I put my condition that C dot contains that keyword, select that C. It's like saying return all the C which are of type colors that contains this keyword, and that will give us a list of these colors. So here I'll continue with the first syntax, but of course you can use also the second one if you like. Now we did get that list of suggestions. Now we just need to show these suggestions inside our suggestions list view, and that's using the items source to be able to display the suggestions. Let's run this application. Here you can choose to run it on Android or iOS. I'll go and run it for Android. Here if I type let's say BL for example, and then hit the search button, you see I get the colors with the BL. But let's type B for example, hit the search button. Here I don't get any color with B, while I do have the blue color that contains the B, but here B is lowercase and the B, the other one is the blue is written with the B uppercase. So here I need to solve this case here, and that's simply by going to our colors and make them lower case by calling the method to lower. So that will lower all my colors here. So for blue for example, it will be with B lowered. And the same for the keyword. So even if the user types the keyword with uppercase, then we'll not consider that and we'll instead make it lowercase. So this way we have the search keyword and the items in my list all in lowercase. I execute that again for the Android. Let's now try EN, then hit search. Here you see it's displaying the items. If I try with G uppercase, it's displaying here, you see, with G uppercase and also this G lowercase. Now if I'm typing right here, you see that the list doesn't get updated automatically in each time I type, but it needs for me to click the search button to be updated. So how can we solve that here? We'll go to the search bar, and here we are using the event search button pressed, which will occur only when the user clicks the search button. But we want another event that could be triggered in each time the text in the search bar gets updated. That event is the text changed. So we'll create a text changed event handler. We'll put it here. Don't forget to close the quotes right here. Get rid of this, and here instead of calling are showing these suggestions inside the search button pressed event handler, we go and do that from the text changed event handler. So in each time the user is typing a new keyword, this method will be called and it will display the new and fresh suggestions. Let's try that now. So let's say we are typing E. You see here it's displaying the items automatically without having me to enter or to click the search button. And the list also gets updated in each time. Great, now what if the user chooses one color? Let's say here, for example, he wants to add some other values. Let's say he wants to add this E value to his main list. So to do that, we'll create another list view here. So the first list view is for displaying the list of suggestions, but we'll go and create a second list view that will display the colors chosen by the user. You see here now, if I in this syntax here, we get inside my Slack layout the search bar, the list view, and the second list view. And here the two list views are separated, but I want that the suggestions list view be on top of the second one. To do that, I'll call here my grid, and the grid enable me to put two items on top of the others. So here I close the grid right here. Now we do have the colors list view. It's not actually on top of the suggestions list view, and to make it on top of the suggestions list view we need just to put it on top of it. Here inside the grid, the latest item will be the item on top of all the others. Now I get the suggestions inside the suggestions list view. When the user clicks on one of these colors, we want to add that selected color to my colors list view. For that, I'll use the item tapped event handler. Let's put it here. And don't forget to close these quotes. When the user clicks that color from the suggestions list, we need to get that color to be able to add it to our colors list view. So let's first get that selected color, and that could be done using the E parameter here. So let's call E.item, and item is of type object, and here we are sure that the items inside our list view are strings. For that, I can cast it to a string. Now we'll add this color to our colors list view by calling items source equal, and here I can create a list to store my colors, and I'll do that right here. So I'll go and create a second list. Also it's a list of string. Let's call it my colors equal new list of string. So now in each time we get that selected color from the user, we'll go and add that color to the my colors list by calling the add method and passing our selected color. Then we'll pass the entire my colors list to the colors list view to be displayed there. Let's now run this application and see how it works. After selecting this color, we don't see our main list view of colors, and that's because these suggestions ListView is hiding that list. So we need to set the visibility of these suggestions to be not visible. We'll do that inside this here. So after we get the selected color, we'll go and hide our suggestions list view by calling visibility or is visible property equal false. Now you see when I'm typing that color is now added to my main list view. I can try with some other colors. But here it's not anymore displaying the list or the suggestions list because I set its visibility property to false and I'm not showing it again. So here I need to show it again in each time the user types a new keyword. So I'll go here to the handle text, change it, and show my suggestions list view is visible equal now to true. Let's type some text. Let's choose the green. Let's type some other text, the magenta. But here we do have another problem, is that the second color that I did selected doesn't appear in this main list, and that's because here when we are adding the items, actually in the colors list view, when we are binding my colors to the item source, my colors, and each time it adds a new color, it cannot notify the colors list view that we do have a new color added to the my colors property. So to do that, here instead of using a list of string, we'll use an observable collection, and an observable collection could notify the list view that we do have a new item to be shown inside the list view. Let's select first color, let's say blue, then let's add in another one, magenta, and here it's added to this list. Now we do have another problem, is that here both the list view and the suggestions list view are they look the same way, so and that may confuse the user. For that I do a simple trick to make them have different looks. So here I'll just make the suggestions list view have a different background color. Let's say silver, for example. Let's say some color, green, for example. The user types green and it's added. Then type blue, and here you see the different list views have now different background colors. Now if the user types nothing in the search bar, we see here that we get all the items displayed to my suggestions list. Depending on the scenario, I might or might not accept this behavior here, but if I don't accept this behavior and I only accept displaying the list of suggestions when the user types at least one keyword, then I can come back here to the search demo page.xaml.cs, and from the text change it event handler, displaying the list items only when the keyword have at least one character in it. So we'll put in if keyword dot length have at least one character. If that's the case, we'll go and execute this code. Else, if that's not true, then we'll go just and hide the suggestions list view. Is visible equal false. Let's try now. en. Let's add the green color. Now the user doesn't type any keyword, and here the suggestions list doesn't display any suggestions and only start displaying after at least the user types one character. Let's see this application now in Android. I go in here and select the Android device. Let's say the user types some keywords here. Click add. Then he type nothing, and here it is. I hope this video was helpful for you, and thank you.